Wethersfield, Connecticut, a former Stafford champion, and that is Frank Latwell Jr.
So there you have it. We told you the contingency partners. If you just joined us, this is the first feature event in tonight's program. We welcome each and every one of you. Remember, here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, Napa is the official auto care center for the action. We remind you, the Napa Auto Parts stores of the night are the following: Putnam, Ridgefield, Seymour, South Windsor, and Stanford. And as we speak, the autograph session is going on right now with the junior outlaw drivers signing autographs. And don't forget, only 2 positions are working on the scoreboard for this evening's presentation. So right now, the action is up front, and no question about it, Matt. Car number 12 has a nice jump, and that's Alexandra Fern to set the pace at the front of the field.
But the general in car number 22 is fighting for second. That is Gary Patnode. To the inside of him is Jeremy Lavoie. So those 2 cars are almost stapled together as they enter the second turn.
Lavoie, the defending champion with the color red, who was so strong a week ago, is side by side in a battle with Patnode. Patnode has a slight advantage at the upper end down the back straightaway. Clement has come to life, and Clement's machine has been also so impressive week after week here at Stafford.
Well, he has won 3 times, and he is a point leader. And right now, he is in the neighborhood of Jeremy Lavoie and Gary Patnode. So second, third, and fourth can fit inside a hula hoop. But the man doing the most twisting is Jeremy Lavoie, who by a cookie crumb has second place.
They come off the turn. Both cars sway to the outside. The back end starts to come around, but they are evenly matched and good space between the 2. Lavoie has a slight advantage coming off the turn, but watch Patnode. When he steps on the gas about 3/4 of the way down, there it is. It's kind of like an afterburner, Matt. It kicks in.
And right now he is halfway there to Jeremy Lavoie in the 6th car. Once again, coming out of nowhere, David Teft, car number 3. He has become an instant contender.
Oh, trouble now. Patnode, with a little bit of looseness, goes up the hill, bounces, but maintains and still holds on as he continues to apply the pressure. He's coming back to life as the 3 car of David Teft, also looking pretty racy tonight as well, Matt.
And that's exactly how he looked a week ago. So he is trying to catch up to Matt Clement. Had a threat, a challenge from Patnode, and was able to shrug him off. Back for the 2nd straight week is Wayne Provost, and he usually hides in the shadows during qualifying and really asserts himself during features, but nobody is asserting herself more than Alexandra Fern.
You are absolutely correct. She is dominant up front.
And she has had a miserable season up until this point.
Keep your eyes on the 4th position now as Patnode just shook off the Teft machine. And meanwhile, here comes the 88 car. Also a good closer for Dwayne Provost. Halfway down and halfway to go, man.
He was like a cat burglar, as I don't think Teft knew he was there, and he was able to take away the 5th place spot. And he is not content with that, as he made a move to try to get underneath Gary Patnode. The move did not work. At the front, Alexandra Fern having one of the best joyrides of her 2019 season.
Here's the story. Matt Clements is the quickest car on the racetrack, even though he's setting back in the 3rd position. So Clement is coming. He's up on the podium. He likes it there as the point leader, but he'd like to have a victory as well. Meanwhile, Alexandra is right out in front, and Alexandra is the dominant car. She's been unchallenged, Matt, at the leader of this event.
And she has nothing but blue skies in front of her, and trying to change that is Jeremy Lavoie. But he is running out of time. As when they hit the line, there'll be 5 laps to go. Matt Clement making a rush in car number 59. Here is Clement, and he always seems to be around at the end of the race.
Certainly does, Matt. And of course, we said just a couple of minutes ago how he was the quickest car on the racetrack. And I think he is now showing that quickness as he is all over the back bumper of Lavoie as they come off turn number 2 and head down the back straightaway. Same can be said between Patnode and the number 88 machine of Provost. They've got their own battle, but that's for 4th and 5th. Oh, Lavoie's car was sideways that time, Matt.
And that's because he got a spanking from the rear by Matt Clement. A little forearm shiver, and Lavoie was able to keep things in order. as Lavoie and Clement teaming up to try to derail the 12 Express of Alexandra Fern. Alexandra looking for her first win of 2019, and she is 3 laps away from getting that.
Caution out on the field, Matt, is car number 33, which spun in turn 3. That's Kevin Crosby's
task, but he will be trying his best to do that.
We remind you that right now our autograph alley is open, and the Junior Outlaws, our guests tonight for this evening's program, are signing autographs in Autograph Alley. We apologize that Linda's reminded me again to remind you that only 2 positions are working on our scoreboard. It did get hit by lightning, so therefore the positions 1 and 2 and the laps are correct on the scoreboard as well. And we apologize for any inconvenience. Unfortunately, a lot of the equipment, it's hard to get parts on short notice, and Mother Nature isn't always kind. Right now, it looks like nobody is being kind in the battle up front. A little paint swapping, Matt, and look out because Clement is down underneath Lavoie. And remember what we said about Provost, but I think the shocker is Frank Latois Jr. with car number 7. He's already up into the top 5.
That is the best that number 7 car has ran all year. Down to the final 2 laps. Alexandra Fern, it took her a couple of turns to get up to maximum speed, but she is there now, and her closest challenger is Matt Clement.
Certainly is, Matt. It is 13 laps up on the board. The event is 15 laps overall. Here comes the white flag. Clement sees the bottom as Alexandra moves to the outside, and they are side by side down to the bottom of turn number 1. Where did Clement get all of that speed? Alexandra Fern is still digging in on the outside. 2 turns left to get the job done. Provost is there.
2 drivers surgically attached in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Here comes Clements inside. Ford has some power on the outside. Almost 3 wide, headed to the line. And Clement will pull out the win.
Alexandra Fern will finish an amazing second. Wayne Provost to finish in third, Matt. And Jeremy
Ready to interview our winner is John Gates.
Matt, man, you got to be on cloud 9 here. The 59 car was rocking and rolling. Last lap was exciting. Take us through it.
Oh, man, Matt, you guys think that was exciting. You should have been in the driver's seat for that one. I kept it off Alexandra's door this time, man. I promised myself I wasn't going to get into anybody this week. Man, that was a blast. The car was hooked up. We were catching Jeremy for the majority of the race, man. We were just waiting for somebody to make a mistake. I mean, that was just the best, man. Shout out to my dad. His birthday's coming up this week. This one's for him. All the support he gives me and my brothers and my family, man. He's the best. Dad, I love you. I mean, it's awesome. It's just so awesome to be up here.
Matt, the 59, man, it's always looking good. You drive it very good. How about some sponsors?
I got to thank Derek Martyr, Aquatic Wildlife. If you need anything for your pet fish, fish food, aquariums, anything like that, he's your man. Tell him you know me. He'll give you a discount. Elmo's Dockside Restaurant, prime rib, lobster, seafood, the best. Vernon, Connecticut. Dennis Ray, DMW Vinyl Graphics, Dennis and Kristen. They were at my house on Easter to wrap this car so we could be out here. Wayne's Auto Body, the paint job on this thing is killer. Shout out to Stafford for putting on a great show. Don Wood from Rad Auto Machine for supporting the division, man. We need it. Thank you to people like him, my crew, my dad, my mom, my girlfriend Sophie, my brothers Scott and Jay, Brittany, Robbie, Sully, Deb, JMD Chassis, Frank Latois, everybody that's behind me, they're the best.
Good job, Matt, man. 4 victories. Congratulations. Kyle Rickey has our next 2 finishers.
Including Alexandra Fern, who comes home in the 2nd spot. A nice bounce back after the incident a week ago. Bring us through those last couple of laps and battling for the lead.
I mean, I was kind of disappointed when the caution came out, like obviously. But I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully we're figuring the car out and we're headed in the right direction. I think the last corner I overdrove it, so that's my fault. And like, you know, it is what it is. Completely my fault. Maybe we could have had him if I was a little more cognizant of my own car instead of like. But anyways, just really happy to be here. It's really awesome to finish second after wrecking the week before. And like I said, hopefully this is a step in the right direction, turning things around. So, but anyways, like I always say, this isn't just me. My car owner Amadeo, my dad, my friend Grant, Joy, and Kirsten, they're all here. They came to watch me. So thanks for coming, guys. Also Dave, my brother, my cousin Tom, Bob, everyone who comes down to the shop and helps us out. We really wouldn't be here without them, and we really wouldn't have a strong car like we do this weekend out there. So thank you.
Alexander Fern comes home on the podium tonight. Best finish of the season. Looking for that first win when they get back to the track next week. Dwayne Provost comes home in position number 3. You had a good view of all of that on the last lap. What did you see coming to the checkered flag as everyone was fanning out?
I was gunning for it. Couldn't get Matt quite loose enough to. I got him loose, and then I tried to get around him, but I think somebody tapped me in. I got loose, and hopefully provided a good finish. A lot of good cars, a lot of good drivers in this division, and can't be prouder to be in this division. It's great.
Who do you have to thank for getting you here?
I want to thank Team Lincoln Ludlow, MMA and Jiu-Jitsu. I go several times a week, and great exercise. Highly advise it. Also want to thank Michael Vicini Law Firm in Springfield, and Joe Cozio, JollyJoK.com, Poco Pop Hips for all their support.
Joe, congratulations. Good run.
Thank you.
Dwayne Provost comes home third. Another wild night for the limited late models here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, and we are just starting. 4 features to go for the NASCAR Wheeling All-American Series, plus the junior champs are here tonight, Junior Outlaws, for their Monday night karting.
About what good times we had. Every day was a Saturday, 'cause I ain't got a thing to do. Have a good time. That's right. Just won't have a good time all night. That's right. That's right. I got some cold shit on some ice. And all the fellas coming. Gonna drink us a beer tonight. Try to find me a girl or two. I hope you find me a redhead, 'cause I've never been a one, but I bet it'd be a good time.